Hello, my name is Maria Moncaya. I'm a psychotherapist in private practice, and I will be talking about disagreement as an untherapeutic communication. Disagreement came to mind because it's something that I often want to do when I believe that my patient's assumptions are unhelpful or problematic. But I've also learned that disagreeing puts the patient in opposition with the provider, and it makes them feel invalidated in their point of view. We go to therapy to feel unconditionally accepted, and so if a provider disagrees with us, we immediately feel alienated and misunderstood. So coming up with a more useful way, a more friendly, therapeutic way to disagree or to challenge what we believe are the patient's faulty assumptions is important. An example that came to mind was about a patient that I will call Little Johnny, who shared with me at the beginning of the school year that he had lost his brand new school supplies and that his mother had warned him that if this happened again, as it happened the year before, that she would not be replacing his school supplies and he would have to somehow borrow them or come up with them in a different way. My initial instinct was to feel terribly sad for Johnny and to wonder why mom thought that this consequence or punishment was warranted and that why she didn't just see it as an accident or just something that happens to small children when they have difficulty keeping track of so many things. So my initial reaction was that I disagreed with her punishment or her consequence, and especially with her assumption that Johnny was being careless. I wanted to tell her that Johnny was just being Johnny. He was being a kid, and that even adults sometimes misplace things and have trouble keeping track of their multiple items. So a more therapeutic intervention begins by accepting what the patient is saying while not necessarily agreeing with it. So I can provide acceptance without judgment that doesn't endorse the patient's belief, or in this case, her assumption about Johnny's behavior. I might have said something like, it sounds like you want to help Johnny be more responsible and discourage him from misplacing things when he's not paying attention. But this time, we could see that the warning really didn't work because somehow Johnny still got distracted and managed to lose his school supplies, and he seems very upset about it. So that suggests to me that Johnny is very concerned about being responsible, that he wants to be responsible, and that it was an accident, that he made a mistake. So I said something like, maybe we can work together to come up with a better solution, a way to help Johnny be more mindful of where his things are so that he doesn't lose them again. And so in that sense, I acknowledge the intention of Johnny's mom of teaching him a lesson, teaching him to be more responsible, which is a valid sentiment coming from a mom. But at the same time, I helped her see that it was just simply ineffective. I didn't have to tell her that I thought it was harsh or perhaps even misguided. I rather offered that since this time it didn't work, maybe we could come up with a better solution. So that's my experience with trying to refrain from automatically disagreeing with my patient and choosing a more therapeutic intervention instead. Thank you for watching, and I hope I'll see you soon sometime. Take care.